welcome to Beginning Guitar. If you're watching this video, then that means you have missed the first day of class and you need to get caught up so you can keep up with the rest. We have three main learning objectives for this video. First, you're going to learn the parts of the guitar. Second, you are going to learn how to tune the guitar. And third, you're going to learn how to play some chords. So talking about parts of the guitar. This is the headstock at the top. These are the tuning pegs which you will use to tune. This is where the strings connect, and they go all the way down the neck to the body and attach at the bridge. So this is the body, this is the neck. On the front of the neck, there's the fretboard. The fretboard is divided into sections by these metal bars. Each section is called a fret. The sound hole is where the sound waves reverberate through the hollow guitar and come out sounding loud and clear. So those are the major parts of the guitar that you need to know. Headstock, tuning pegs, neck, body, sound hole, bridge, and the fretboard. So as we start the tuning process, you need to take out the tuner that was inside your guitar case. Everyone should have a little clip-on tuner that looks like this. You turn it on by pushing on this button on the back until the tuner lights up a little and you can see a dial on top and the word guitar on the bottom. If it doesn't say guitar here on the bottom, then you need to hit the button on the back until it does say guitar. Otherwise, you're going to tune your guitar to the wrong instrument's note structure. So I'm just going to clip this tuner here on my headstock like you can see. And you tilt it so that you can see it. Now my guitar is already in tune because I play it a lot. So I'm just going to go ahead and mess with it a little bit so you can kind of see this process. Okay. So to tune, you're going to go to your tuning pegs here on the headstock. And you're just going to play one string at a time and see what your tuner does. So when I was just now fiddling around with the tuning pegs, I just turned this one very sharp. So I'm going to need to fix that. And what that looks like here on the tuner is this. I'll go ahead and show you. So you can see when the lines move this way, you're flat, and when they move this way, you're sharp. If you're sharp, you need to loosen the string, and if you're flat, you need to tighten it. So in this case, because I am sharp, I need to loosen this string. And I get that by turning the knob toward me. You can hear the note change while the knob moves. So I want to find a good middle zone where I am on the correct note. And sometimes if you have slightly older strings, which I do, the tuner might wiggle just a tiny bit because the strings don't hold the tune as well. And that's fine. You just want it to be mostly green. So again, to show you what that looks like on the tuner, when I play this now, you can see I'm really close, but I'm not quite there. Oh, and it just lit up green. So you want to make sure it lights up green so that you know you have tuned it well. Now you should all have chord charts in your folders. We have many chords written on there that we're going to try and learn. We're shooting for 10 chords this week. But I want to start you off with some simple ones. So first, I want to talk about C. C is a chord that's in many popular songs, and it's kind of hard for beginners. So we already looked at that one in the PowerPoint. And you can tell it's got kind of a stretch here. I've got kind of small hands, and it's kind of some work to make C. And you'll notice if you're stretching and you're not familiar with it, you can accidentally mute the other strings by having your hand kind of curl up. So you really got to work on making that claw shape, and this just really isn't an easy one for new guitar players. So So we're going to look at an easier version, which is where we get rid of this third finger and we just have our pointer fingers in the first fret on the second string and our middle fingers up in the second fret on the fourth string. Remember, you want to be kind of as close to that bar as you can be without really touching it, so you get a stronger sound. Make sure your hands are kind of clawed up so you're not touching any of the other strings. Make sure you're using your fingertips so you don't mute or buzz anything. And go ahead and play, remembering to skip this top string. So we're starting our fingers here on the fifth string. So here we have an easy C.